Hi. Yeah. So, we're streaming today because it's Wednesday. Because I always stream on Wednesdays because that's how I roll. I feel very awkward starting this, and I don't know why. I just do. You know what? Let's use attention. Alexa, tell us an interesting fact.
Here's a fun fact about the weather. Though clouds may look fluffy and light, the average cloud weighs a whopping 1.1 million pounds, or about the same as 100 elephants.
Damn. Seriously. Like, whoa. I looked at the sky and there is no clouds. I see no clouds. Cause, you know, maybe this will be better. I felt really whitewashed there. This is why we tend to stream in the afternoon. So, we got the animated emote slots, and I already used one for this. Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? There it is. For this! I love it! It's a nitro gun! I am threatening people with guns! And the other one I don't know what I want to do with yet. I have a few ideas, but I just don't know which one of those ideas I want to go with. So I'm going to have to think about that more for the other one. But, you know, I like gun. You know, it's really nice to just threaten people with guns. You know, as one does. So, yeah. And also, I know I announced this on Twitter, but, you know, we have a little someone showing something off tomorrow. Yeah, but that's one of the ideas on the table. So, yeah. But I feel like that would be better just as a standard emote, and I have to unlock more of those, you know? Maybe I should do a subathon sometime. Nah. Maybe. I don't know. I have lots of stuff to think about coming up. Well, not really. Just, we have a little special thing after Phoenix Wright tomorrow, so if you guys are willing to stay up until midnight, that is, I'll probably record it for its own video on YouTube. If it is, I don't know what to say. I'll just say there is a reason I made that thing so expensive. So, yeah. So today's plan, depending on how close you are to it, you might. But why hold off till Gmod? And if you're gonna do that, hold it back for when Jason gets back, so we all has to all suffer through your singing. Gosh. Well, at least if you're holding off till Gmod, I won't be lonely. What have I done? See, this is the fun thing about having fun channel point rewards. You have to make other people suffer through them sometimes. At least now that I know for the first ever Michael Sings, I won't be the only one who has to suffer through it. But like I said, depending on how far away you are, you actually might get enough today, because today's plan is both Tredo Highlands and Canyon Marsh. That way we could also probably maybe run a poll. That's, yeah, you might get that today, but probably not. Probably lurking today and tomorrow will probably get you it. So, maybe, I don't know. I tend to grab, when I just sit and lurk in chats, but then again, I don't have like the auto clickers. I don't have the auto like redeem thing on because I'm lazy. I tend to get usually like 1,000 channel points a stream when I'm just lurking, so I don't know. Anyways, we should, I should, that game. Hide chat. Well, hide the nonsense chat. I don't want to make myself too big. So. Let's get going. So yeah. You report the incident at the Desolate March to the Grand Bishop. You also tell him about Harvey's speculation. Even though the kidnapped citizens were rescued, a great scholar was lost in Miles. You can't help but feel bad about it. The Knights told me about Desolate Mine. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Miles. But Nightavia, you did your best. At least we have control of over the mines now. Harvey is right. The Shadow Knight is on the move. While you were investigating the Desolate Mines, he stirred up some trouble in Trido Highlands and Candio Marsh. You're confused about the Shadow Knight. You tell the Grand Bishop that the sorceress Hazel said the Shadow Knight is an Envoy Gaia too. The Shadow Knight has even been showing up in your dreams. The Grand Bishop listens to you closely. He nods silently and furrows his brow deep in thought. Nightavia, your report leaves no doubt that our foe is indeed the Shadow Knight, the strongest Envoy Gaia to ever trod this earth in our time. The black steed he rides is his Eidolon, Eshru Minwestrum. Wait, why can't I get that as an Eidolon? That would be so cool! Yeah, what? Why is that not an Eidolon for us? Shush! Just as when you met the Shadow Knight in your dreams, you could clearly see the gulf between your power and his. Now, the church's worst case scenario, it might be a mount. I know we can look at the mounts. Well, I think this is the closest we might get. Well, at least of the ones that are in we can see here. But you know, that doesn't matter much because we have cool other mounts, you know? Now the church's worst case scenario has been realized. The Cube of Gaia has fallen into his hands. We must get it back at all costs. The latest reports from the Templars inform that the place the Shadow Knight is appearing both in Trido Highlands and Candio Marsh. I pray you will continue to work with us through these trying times. You say you're ready to help. The dream seems more like a premotion of things to come, and you look forward to continuing to assist the investigation. Octavia, you should talk to the two intelligence officers waiting in the audience chamber. The information they have may help you decide where to go and what to do next. All right. Yeah, if you want, you could start a poll of which one we do first. If not, I'm gonna just flip a coin, or I'm gonna have my echoes flip a coin for us. You inquire about the current situation in Turtle Highlands. Our most recent info takes place Shadow Knight in the Turtle Highlands for at least a short while, but we have no idea what he came to do. What we do know is that right around the time of his appearance, gigantic creatures appeared in the Highlands. Soldiers have been dispatched from Nevada to the Highlands, of course, but locals are being uncooperative and making it difficult to conduct a fruitful investigation. You find surprising that the local citizens wouldn't want to aid the investigation. The Highlands hunters and the giants who live there have lived there a long, ongoing feud for the hunting grounds there. They fight over the battles in their own ways, but don't seem any intentions of listening to the church's representatives. The hunters also seem to become more intense on their own offense against the giants lately. We have to take a careful stock of things before we think of intervening. You inquire about the current issue in Candio Marsh. And several Templars are already stationed in the march, dispatched to investigate at Anaya's command. We still don't know the Shadow Knight's true intentions, but our investigations have turned up several murders over the last few months. They have many committed under mysterious circumstances, and the prime suspects are a fierce group known as the Corpses Bandits. The Templars have rooted out the Corpses Bandits several times in the past, but like weeds, they tend to grow back. If the Shadow Knight comes to the Candio Marsh to recruit the corpses to his cause, they could be a real thorn on our side. You tell the Grand Bishop that the two intelligence officers brought you up to speed to the Shadow Knight's movements in Trader Highlands and the Candio Marsh. They were reports of paranormal phenomena, but these reports are also giving a clue of where to start your search. Just as you heard, after laying claim to the Cube of Gaia, the Shadow Knight escorted to the Trader Highlands and the Candio Marsh, but from there, his trail becomes murky. Whether his intent is to expand his forces or something else entirely, we must reclaim the Cube of Gaia from him before he is able to tap too deeply into its power. You wonder why the Shadow Knight chose to head to those two places, but right now you didn't have enough clues to make a guess. It seems that our shortcomings are now a lack of information. I might suggest we investigate the matter further. Merely looks at you expectantly. Where you go, I will follow. Hearing Marily's support, you nod in agreement, asking the Grand Bishop where to begin your investigation. That, dear Nightavia, is up to you. You can head to the Trader Highlands and its allies, and ally with the hunters there to investigate the giant creatures there, or journey to Candio Marsh, where a mysterious murder has left us with many questions and few answers. When you are ready, just speak with the officers in charge. Alright. I'm too lazy to start the poll myself, so I'm just gonna have my Echo flip a coin. So heads for Trader Highlands and tails for Candio Marsh. Alexa, flip a coin!
Okay, flipping. It's tails.
Candio Marsh it is! So you decided to investigate the Candio Marsh. Then let me give you a breakdown of the situation. Recently there has been strings of murders in Candio Marsh. Merchants visiting on business suffered horrific deaths under mysterious circumstances. Some say they were killed by vengeful ghosts, and other signs, but all the signs point to the Corpser Bandits. You gulp, wondering what Starlight ally will help you starve off the murderous assassins. When you get to the Candio Marsh, meet up with Anaya, our Templar on the case. She's in charge of the ongoing investigation. You remember Anaya. She showed up. She showed you around Nevea when you first arrived there. It put your mind at ease that you'll be working with a familiar face. The Templars need to focus on attacking the corpse of bandits when they at least expect it and can efficiently retaliate. They also need to investigate what the Shadow Knight was doing in the marsh and why. When you have made all the necessary preparations, you can fast-track yourself to Candio Marsh by taking the teleporter near me. Alright, cool. You tell Anaya that you've been dispatched to Candio Marsh to support her team. I heard they were sending someone to assist us. I didn't know it was you until I saw your face here. You look a bit different when we met in Crescent Hill. Maybe a bit more seasoned. I look exactly the same. The food in my mouth and all. I just now have claws because I have a sub-weapon now. You're not sure how to reply to Anaya's appraisal. Honestly, I got mixed feelings seeing you now. You're an incredible power. I hope you always fight for the right causes. Anyways, let me explain what's going on here. This happened several times already, based on the bodies. Looks like I forgot to turn something off. Oh well. Actually, I feel like I need to fix this. Bum 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 bum. There we go. We shouldn't be seeing that one anymore. But we still should be seeing. It looks like all the work of the corpse bandits. The corpse bandits were supposedly eliminated by the Templars. It looks like they have regrouped since then. We have to find them and do something about it. It's possible that the Shadow Knight could be behind this. If they work together, well, I don't need to tell you how bad that would be. You ask Anaya how you could help. I'll introduce you to someone. Templar Alex. He was in charge of the last attempt to wipe the corpses bandits out. Since he knows the most about them, he's leading the task force against them. I'm hoping you can take care of the water snails south of the village. They are way too close to the crime scene for comfort. I'm afraid they'll destroy evidence. Yeah. Destroyed evidence? Ain't pretty. Yeah. We can't have destroyed evidence. After that, report to Alex. He might seem a bit strange, but he's a temporary knight. There we go. 1 snail down. 2 snails. And 3 snails. Now time for the other snails. Kind. Oh, let's get Ayako out. Oh, I did not get Ayako out here. There we go. There's Ayako. Now we're attacking faster because ba-da-ba! It's just what happens when you. I also have a bunch of just crystals that we can't really use because Ayako is level 45, so and you can't have your Eidolon higher level than you, so. You tell Alex that you took care of the water snails at the crime scene, then ask if there's anything else you can do to help. You always get the job done, don't you, Nightavia? Alex smiles faintly. At first, I'd just see an average use. But there's more to you than that, isn't there? Even our famously and gracious leader has come to depend on you. You hastily wave your hands, claiming that you barely know Templar Commander Andre. Besides, he seems to dislike you. Trust me, he just acts tough and stubborn and narrow-minded and harsh and overly serious. Yeah. Merely interrupts Alex before he goes any further. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to ramble. Alex laughs as he looks between you and Merely. You ask Alex to tell you everything he knows about the murders. Alex's expression is sour. Well, I can tell you that this is one of the earliest ones. This one and the earliest ones are different. The corpse bandits are led by the Wolfmen. Only they are capable of training the vampire bats. Each of the victims, each body has been completely drained of blood. They took their money, they took their goods, and they took their blood. They are monsters, plain and simple. You have to admit, seeing corpse bandits sound worse than you thought. Monsters was putting it nicely. There were other murders like this in the marsh too, and people think they are connected. I'm not so sure though. It needs a more thorough investigation. These other bodies are not quite the same. Could you investigate the situation? The latest victim was named Lucas. He was a foreign researcher. We still need a lot of clues to solve this. Lucas's widow just arrived in Katan, Nightavia. Why don't you bring these notebooks with you and ask the villagers about the current situation? You show the notebooks and identify yourself before the Chief Jeffrey and ask about the murders. I'm glad that the church is finally sending warriors to help. This monster is really terrifying. You didn't expect Jeffrey to be so rattled. You ask him what makes him think it was just one monster. Oh, please, everyone knows the church is hiding the truth. The victim's blood was all sucked out. It was all because of those outsiders. They are angered, blood-sucking beasts of the marsh. Will claims to have seen the monsters himself. They can drain a man's blood in seconds flat. It freaks me out just thinking about it. Yeah, that is crazy. You bring the notebooks with you to visit Selenia. Her husband was also murdered, so you try to be gentle with your questioning. Oh, my husband was headed out to sail his wares, that's all. Then that horrible monster sucked out all of his blood. Selena starts to cry. Why are you bothering poor Slovenia? Why do I have to keep asking people to talk to me instead? I'll tell you about the vampire. An elderly man gestures at you, apparently annoyed. A vampire? It doesn't sound like he's talking about the bats Alex mentioned. Grandpa, Sylvania looks at you apologetically. Grandpa saw a vampire with his own eyes once, and it must have been terrifying. Well, I suggest to get rid of those things. That'll fix things. It's not that simple, sir. You draw out the notebooks and introduce yourself to Yolanda. I've seen you before, Nightavia. Helena, if it wasn't for you, the pirates would be ruling it right now. That one, that's in weird. I thought my chair was a little like low, so you know I had to push it back up. But then I went all the way down, and it was like whoops. Yana seems quite tired. You ask her if she needs to sit down. No, thank you. I'm fine. I just been trying to learn about what happened to my husband. Lucas was an ecologist who traveled all over the world. I don't know why he wanted to come out here, though. I know everyone thinks a monster is responsible, but I doubt it. My husband knew how to deal with monsters. Someone else must have been responsible. You know what Yolanda said, promising her you'll find out what happened to Lucas. If anyone can do it, you can. Please find out what happened to my beloved husband. You share your information with Alex, then pass the notebooks to him. Alex flips through them and nods. These are really detailed. Hopefully we can learn something from them. Let me summarize the situation. The villagers think some sort of blood-sucking monster is the murderer. There are even witnesses saying they've seen them. The villagers believe that some visitor has angered the local swamp monsters. It doesn't seem that there are some travelers at the Ferns Call cottage. Something we still don't know. It could be crucial. It could be critical. I have the Ferns Call cottage investigated immediately. How surprisingly. And normally, Alex is on a bit of the goofy side, but now he's dead serious. What? Did I forget to mention? Did you forget that I'm a professional? Alex sends you a wide grin. I only came out here to investigate the corpse store bandits. I don't think that the Shadow Knight has been... I didn't think the Shadow Knight would... Caxton, I need you to get out of here. I don't think that the Shadow Knight would have been here already. You notice Alex's serious expression. It's as if these murders weren't enough. The entire marsh is changing. A lot of these animals are completely new to this area. Take the Thousand Water Marsh, for example. It used to be a quaint little marsh to just east of here, but now it's filled with carnivorous crocodiles. We need to figure out what is happening. You ask if there's anything you can do to help. Of course, we have sent our best scholars to the marsh. I want you to identify the carnivorous crocodiles range. When you're done, give that info to Penny. Hopefully that will provide us some insight into the matter. And that's first report. That's third report. I guess I got second report before the first support. That seems weird. You give Penny all the information you have gathered. Then you tell her that Alex asked you to come. This is the current active range of the carnivorous crocodiles. Let's have a look. Penny bends over the notes, studying them intensely. See, normally their territories are small and they have to defend them ruthlessly. This is something completely different. They must have been forced out of their homes somehow. What a terrible situation. Even if they were forced to migrate, they still have to be eliminated. We can't even waste time trying to figure out why they are moved. I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna have to handle it. You're a soldier. We're just scholars. That doesn't come as a surprise. Be careful. They're dangerous enough in their natural habitat. Being forced out of their home has made them even more aggressive. If you don't do something, they'll begin attacking the village soon enough. So when in doubt, we murder crocodiles. Alright, cool. Not now, Earl. I don't want to fight you, Earl. You tell Penny about that the carnivorous crocodiles have been eliminated. I guess it had to be done. Once we're finished investigating, I hope we can help them repopulate their home. We can focus on investigating Lucas's. Penny is interrupted by Alex's arrival. Penny, Nitavia, good that you're both here. Our patrol has found a number of bats southeast of the village. Bats? Could they belong to the corpse's bandits? That's really close to where we found Lucas's body. We were wondering the same thing. That's why I need Nitavia to investigate the matter. Nitavia, meet me later. We have a lot to talk about. You promised to meet Alex later. Maybe you could help me while you help Alex. I need some things collected for me too. I need to check my molds. You asked Penny what she needs. I see. I've taken molds of the bites on Lucas' body. I just need to see if the bite marks belong to the bats. So I was hoping you could bring me some bat teeth. I have a feeling they won't match my molds at all. We should make sure that the bats were present at the scene. Could you collect some soil samples for me? It hasn't rained, so there should still be traces of the bats in the soil. You ask what you need to do. Well, Nitavia, go collect some soil samples. Go grab some dirt. Oh, and if you get the chance, take care of some of the bats too. Ah, we be investigating now, you know. We're more than a soldier, we're also an investigator. I can't escape being an investigator, you know? Okay, we got the suspicious soil. Now we just need to get the things that we need to do the thing for the people that... Well, there's some bat fangs. Well, we still need one more bat fang, so... There we go, we got the bat fangs. Now we can go on to the spiny bats. Oh, there's one of them, but we still need to defeat 2 more. There we go. I don't know why I can't use the bridge like a normal person. I have to go in the water every time, you know? Can't just use the bridge like a normal person, you know? You hand over the teeth to Penny. I didn't need quite that many. Well, that's what the quest told me, Penny! You give Alex the soil oil you retrieved. You also informed him that you took care of the bats. You're really good at this, you know. Would you like to join the investigation team one day? Yeah, no, I'll stick to being a soldier because you know I can't always be known as like an investigator. I can't investigate everything, you know. I do investigating in like every other game I play. I just want to beat up things here. I wish I could recommend you, but that would be a bad idea to deny you on the spot. Why would they do that? Aren't you important? Merely looks at Alex cautiously. We just don't get along that well. We had a little problem in the past. They assume I wanted to hire someone just like me. Alex laughs out of care. Oh, I almost forgot. Have you talked to Penny? She's been working on the Carnavius crocodile report. She probably would love to talk to you. Natavia, do you remember the Carnavius crocodile invasion? You nod. How could you forget about fighting those things? It was literally like a minute ago. I found where this particular group originated from. North of Canadian. They never crossed the river like this before, let alone attacked villagers. You asked Penny what could have moved them. That's what I need your help investigating. The more probes cause an environmental change. Please investigate their old habitat. Oh, and be careful. If it's something environmental, it's probably really dangerous. Oh. Okay, so we're the Huck speeders. And one more speeder. This one started to attack us. You tell Penny that the place was swarming with hostile spiders. I don't know how to pronounce that, but there were spiders. That's what they're called. That's not possible! Penny frantically flips through her paperwork. There are no records of the spiders anywhere near here. Something's definitely wrong. My analysis of the bat teeth is progressing, but I have some spare time. Penny grins. We need to know more about these spiders to figure out why they are here. And Penny hands you an insect tap box. This box can hold any bug, so get out there and bring me back a live one, please. You take the box, feeling a dread weight weighing down on you. Natavia, those bugs are were pretty fierce. You have to seduce them first if you want to catch them. Don't just seduce them too hard. Fine, we'll get you a spider that's alive. Won't necessarily agree to not killing one. We can't guarantee that I won't kill one. Can't guarantee won't kill one. Cause we're just going to go. You bring the half-dead spider to Penny. The injured spider moves a little when you place it on the ground. Whoa! That's a scary one. I never knew that there would be bugs like this in Canyon Marsh. I'm pretty sure this one isn't native to the marsh. I'll start identifying the identification process immediately. Penny looks intently at the spider. Her passion with her work is self-invaded. I'm beginning to suspect that this bug is done for. I merely watched Penny's work. By the way, while you were out catching bugs, the results of the test we're running in came in. You ask if any evidence was discovered in the collected soil. It might have to do with Lucas. Not really. The evidence in the soil has nothing to do with Lucas. I don't think we're dealing with a murder scene in this case. However, when we were testing the tooth mold, we discovered traces of turtle blood. You should go talk to Alex about it. You ask Alex about Penny's discovery. Interesting, isn't it? Those turtles live in the Ferns Call woods. I've already sent some knights to investigate. I'm 100% sure those bats aren't wild. Turtles are normal prey for them. So, someone probably trained those bats to kill using turtles. Things are starting to make sense. You got it. You're pretty smart. You know that? Who's ever training the bats on the turtles is probably stationed nearby. Why don't you join the knights in the Fern Call woods, Nitavia? Just tell Mark I sent you. To avoid surprising the turtles or the soldiers, you slow down. Hold there! The abrupt shout startles you. Calm down, Mark. You're trying to scare him to death? Definitely. Hey, who you calling a him, Henry? Do I look like a him? How dare you assume my gender? I am a she. You fool! Definitely scared the frickin' turtles. Hey, who are you? You briskly answer. Oh, Nitavia. I'm glad they sent more help. I'm sorry, Nitavia. I'm a little on edge right now. Mark looks like he wanted to say something more. You ask Mark to relax and tell you what happened. Alex is right. Normally the bats would ignore the turtles. When we got here, though, there were turtles' husks everywhere. We couldn't find a drop of blood between them. The investigation has sort of stalled, though. See, we went through these turtles were docile creatures. Given they attacked us instead of the instant we set foot in the marsh. We're pretty sure that's wrong. Mark shakes his head in annoyance. You tell Mark that you'll distract the turtles so they can work. Great. Once we're finished, we should get out of here. This place is dangerous. Oh, Henry has a quest for us too. Without your help, those turtles still would be a problem. With that out of the way, I've been trying to figure out why the turtles are so aggressive. I haven't worked that out yet. Maybe with some help it can be done. So, you know, if you're willing, we could use a little fluorescent river grass. You ask why they need the grass. Turtles like to eat. I was wondering if something about it has changed, whether if it was changing the turtles' behavior. Worst case, we can use the grass to lure the turtles out and we'll deal with them. Grab the grass a little bit. Beat up turtles while we're at it. Kind of do bada bing, bada boom. more. Ha! Nailed it. Let's go talk to Henry first, because we did complete his quest first. You give Henry a bundle of fluorescent river grass. Hopefully this is enough for our purposes. So based on our observation, the turtles are used to train the bats. Based on the footprints and the Garnia around here, this is probably a popular place for them to train. I bet if anything, that bats are released here freely now. Those hunting skills would want to be kept sharp after all. Merely seemed lost in thought. Are you Nitavia's Eidolon? Nitavia must be incredibly skilled to have such an intrusive Eidolon. You wave your hands in the modest gesture, saying you're still learning. Oh, regardless, your Eidolon is probably right. It looks like the bats are released here at night, so I think it's best in our best interest to get out of here as soon as possible. I really don't want to become a bat snack. Bat snack. Ba-da-da. And then it would be like, cuts the ad. I don't think it's time for an ad though, because there should be less ads. I did fiddle around with my ads stuff last night. You tell Mark that you cleared the turtles out. Thanks, Nitavia. While you handled that, we found something of our own. Someone tried to clean them up, but there's definitely footprints here. I have to admit, even when the turtles pushed back, I'm still kind of worried. I can feel someone out there watching us. More damage, more heals. No, not evasion. Evasion comes after we max out health. Nitavia, I'm glad our investigation is nearing its end. I can feel those turtles out there watching us. You ask Henry if the turtles could attack Katan. Mark and I have worried about that as well. We're going to use some Florent river grass you collected to deal with that, though. Those turtles are social creatures. There's always an alpha turtle leading the group. If you could eliminate their leader, the other turtles would scatter. Here, take this bait where the turtles are sickest. The leader will be the first one to approach. Deal with it, and the rest of the turtles won't be an issue. Wow. Ha! Nailed it. That was easy. You tell Helmer that the turtles did scatter after you killed their leader. Hopefully that will keep the turtles under control. You give the armor fragment you found in the turtle to Henry. Do you have any idea what this is? Henry Alter draws the attention of the other soldiers. This armor was cast by the Wolfman, and this insignia, it belongs to the corpse bandits. This is amazing! You found proof! You've really done it this time. Yeah, we can be sure that they're behind this now. Their lair must be close by. I think we all should get back to the village soon. Wait, even if we bring all of this back, Alex can't lead a march invasion. He doesn't know enough about the march to lead one. You ask Mark if he has a better plan. Sort of. We could divide ourselves into two groups. We scout the train, detail the march, and then get the map sent to Alex. We don't want him stumbling into a trap. You're a little worried about Mark and the others wandering the marsh, but he's right. It's a good plan. You nod and agree. Okay, Nitavia. Henry and I will handle the north. You get the south. Everyone else, wait here. Wait, so I get the south all to myself, and you two Can someone come with me? It's a little not fair if you saying 2 people go to the north. Fine, I'll investigate. As you prepare to tell Mark about the bats, you notice that the soldiers all seem to be on edge. You ask Mark what's going on. We found them. They're in the southeastern part of the marsh. They're a lot closer than we expected, so we concealed ourselves. We got to let Alex know. We're ready to head back to report. But I'm worried about all the vampire bats in the south. Shouldn't we deal with them first? Otherwise, they might jump on us while we're fighting the bandits. There's still no way we can take the bandits. We're not as skilled as Nitavia. Head to head, we can't even stand up to the wolfmen. Go back and ask Alex to join forces with us. It would give us the upper hand. He can lead us once again to glorious victory. But Mark looks in the direction of the vampire's lair. You interrupt Mark and say that they can head back and report to Alex first. You and Merle will lead the assault against the vampire bats. You'll do your best to clear the way for Alex's troops. Yeah, should be no problem. If Nitavia's involved. Oh god. A lot's riding on my shoulder here. Nitavia, no comment. You need to pull back as soon as the bats are defeated, understood? Henry says in a worried tone. The sensation that you're being watched keeps you on guard. Nitavia, watch out! There's another Envoy of Gaia here! Merely shouts, falling back to you defensively. Well, I didn't expect another Envoy of Gaia here. A woman dressed in white appears in front of you. Startled, you demand that she identifies herself, and you ask if she has anything to do with the corpse of bandits. Don't be worried. I'm fighting them too. Also, quiet down, please. Even together, I don't think we could handle all the corpses. My name is Mia. Gotta say, eliminating those bats really show your skill. What do you think of teaming up, eh? Maya offers a friendly smile. You hesitate. Can't you be trusted? Mia senses your suspicious look and laughs. I'm here because I need something from those wolfmen. I know you want to slaughter bandits, but if you don't know the half of it, their group is massive these days. Taking care of them by yourself won't be easy. If you'd like me to help, though, I could help you. It's a good deal, so I recommend you think about it. You consider Maya's offer. You look at merely for a second opinion. This Envoy Gaia is really strong. With her, I'm sure we'd win, merely whispers to you. You nod and agree to work with Mia. No, sorry, we meet Maya later. I'm looking forward to it. Before we get started, I need to take care of a little problem, though. I had to cast a spell to conceal myself, but you forced me to undo it. Now those blasted wolfmen know I'm here. Please find the corpse watchers and take care of them. We can't risk them reporting our presence. Alright, easy enough. You report back to Maya on your progress. Good. Now we can get to work. As you can see, the corpse's bandit cap isn't far from here. Now we just need to get started taking out their defenses. We'll strip them down layer by layer until we can strike at their hearts. Our first step is to get rid of the bats. I know you've taken care of a lot of them already. The problem is that there's still a lot. There are still at the camp. Of course, even if you slaughter all of those, it would be nothing to train. It would be nothing to train new ones. You ask Mia if what she thinks should be done. Take the ones who control the bats, the corpse beast trainers. Oh, you're also gonna need to take their corpse training whistles. If you don't get those, they'll just train more trainers. Alright. Into the camp we go. Okay, I didn't want to fight the snails yet. And that's 2 whistles. Still 2 whistles. Just keep talking about the whistles and boom, you'll get them, you know? It's simple as that. You give Mia. I am going to do that all the time. I'm going to accidentally call Mia Maya, and I might end up calling Maya Mia. You give Mia all the whistles you have collected. Great work. Now that's one obstacle out of the way. I'll keep these since I got a plan for them. Maya seems to know a lot about the corpse's bandits. You ask her if she knows anything about the Shadow Knight. Well, I have scouted physically and magically, but nothing turned up like the Shadow Knight you are looking for. Since those bandits know something's up, the corpse can't is tightening its security. They have erected defense totems. These totems fortify their skills and protect them from magic. If the totems are up, I'm not going to be much help. You say you'll take care of it, because I'm the guns. I'm the physical guns. You know, I brawl and I shoot actual guns. You know, I'm like the total package. Except for magic. I can't do magic. Magic is not my thing. Okay? No, not yet. We need to weaken them first. There are still quite a few corpse warriors guarding the gates. No way you'll get to the totems while they're alive. Oh, while you're at it, could you bring me some of their weapons, armors, and a bit of hair? You get me enough of that? I'll supply the plan. Just talking about it, and you know, wait, that's a killer! We didn't need to go for the killers yet. We just need to go for the warriors. If we keep talking about it, we'll get the hair, you know? We'll get the hair. We get busted in one shot! Totally planned! You hand Mia everything you've collected and ask her why she needs the stuff. A disguise, of course. What were you expecting? A curse or something? Anyways, with a disguise, it would be impossible to sneak into the camp. My spell will transform you into a wolfman. The armors and weapons you'll have will do the rest. Oh. Are you ready? Maya smiles as she begins casting her spell. The air crackles around you as she speaks. You're surprised as your feet are lifted off the ground. It isn't at all frightening or uncomfortable. Maya completes her spell and you drop gently to the ground. You don't feel any different. You express your doubts to Mia. As you speak, you realize that you have changed. Your voice has deepened. A harassed edge to the sound. This unnerves you. Well, it looks pretty good. No one will suspect you at all. Mia looks away, trying to stifle her laughter. Now you just need to sneak into their camp and take the totems down. Oh, and bring it back to me when you're finished. Yes, hello, yes, I am one of you. Hello, fellow wolfmen. Hello, wolfmen. Yes, 'tis I, your friend. I shall wreak havoc upon the marsh. Okay, I can tell I'm pretending I'm a wolfman, right? I'll transform. You manage to destroy the totem. You bring all the totems back to Mia. Let me see. This is what I need. Mia sanctuates the totem. Oh, brother and blast. None of these are the corpse's totem. Whatever. I'm sure they have it somewhere. As long as I help you, it'll end up with me sooner or later. Let's get you changed back now. Well, we don't have the Salvato yet, so it'll be a nice guild once we have it. Do you think that running it... Oh, we have this as well. No. Do you think that running into one of your kind here is fate or merely coincidence? Mia gives you a hint of a smile. Okay, let's get down to business. We need to handle the bats. First things first, we need to learn about those bloodsuckers. Stir up the bats by attacking them. Things shall reveal their weaknesses when they're stirred up. We should use this opportunity to capture some bats. You ask her how she expects to capture them. Remember those whistles I had you go get? The bandits use those to control the bats. We're gonna beat them at their own game. Take a cloth bag with you and capture some of the bats. With some time, I'll be able to have them attacking the camp. Alright, cool. Now, we're all about... this is the kind of investigation I can get behind. Where I'm not the one doing other people are doing stuff. Alright. Now I can take care of the bat. Kill the bats. You disturb the bats. Oh, now they are flitting around the camp anxiously. Excellent. Those bats are making a mess. So I have put some thought into it. Animals that are scared are much easier to control using magic. You wrestle the captured bats over to Mia. These poor little bats, what they have been through. There's no way we'll be able to release them into the wild. Mia takes the whistles and plays several notes. The bake quiets down almost instantaneously. The whistle works pretty well, but as a precaution, I've also used the sleep spell. This will make sure that the bats can't turn against us. You're pretty sure that the Templars won't agree to this, but it's a good plan. Now you just need to drop the bats off at the corpse's camp gate. Mia hands the bag to you. Capture bats, release bats. Excellent plan. You release the bats and return to Mia. Great. The bats will trigger as soon as we watch. Will trigger soon. Then we can watch what happens. This is going to be great. You ask Mia what she's going to do with the bats. I just asked the bats to recruit their friends and have some fun. We're gonna have a full-blown bat army in no time. You worry that the bats will still be a threat after they finish at the camp. You're thinking very clearly. That's why I also given another order to the bats. Once they are finished, I commanded them to kill themselves. Whoa. Will that plan even work? Oh shoot. We're gonna have bats do our work and then they're gonna commit the Sudoku? Oh no! Poor bats. Don't believe me? Well, how about I show you? Don't give me that look. I'll just let you see. Hint your ride to the party. What do you think? Want to go? If you accept this kit, you will take control of a bat, then are taken to attack. This is like epic battle music. Heck yeah! That's exactly what we need. Epic battle music! Well, let's head over here first. go get them, my friends. Okay, cool. Now we go over my friends. I'm sorry. Hold on, my friends. My friends, we have more bats to attack. Or more warriors to attack. My friends, let's go. My friends, we have one last enemy to take care of. The one-man camp has been successfully eliminated. The attack ends after the bats jump into the fire. Well done. Now we must go forward for the fire. You don't want to comply, but you can't help but moving into the direction of the flame. Heed my command. Go to the fire. Towards the fire. Nativia, are you okay? You were off in a daze for a while. You tell Mia that her spell works perfectly. It looks like all the bats have done their part. The camp is a mess. All we have to do is wipe the stragglers out. And we're done. The bandits are either dead or scattered. Either way, I think the bats won. Nativia, I think it's time for you and Merle to get to work. Break into the camp and take care of the remaining corpse bandits and killers. Cold. And that is how you quickly take care of a... And... boom. We have killed the remaining people. You tell Mia that you completed the task. Well, we've killed pretty much every corpse there around here, but I still haven't found the totem I was looking for. I guess it must be with their leader. You ask Maya about the totem that Mia needs. My sister and I both have missions we have to complete. Mine is to steal the corpse totem from the corpse bandits. I'm sorry, but I can't reveal more. And we're almost done. If we can take care of the corpse bandits chief, the corpse bandits will completely fall apart. You do your best to hide your disappointment. You had hoped to find something about the Shadow Knight, but still you agreed to this to the end. Don't forget our agreement. The corpse bandit chief probably has the totem I want. After you dealt with him, search him thoroughly. If you find any more totems, bring them back to me. Let's take care of the elite guards first. They won't pose us any threat. We take care of them first. And now we take care of the chief. Ha! And nailed it. Well, did you find it? You give Mia the totem that you found on the corpse's bandit chief. This is it. This is the corpse's totem. Mia beams with excitement. Looks like you found the right totem. You're happy that you and Mia ended up helping each other out. With the corpse bandits eliminated and Mia's corpse totem found, you tell Mia that you're ready to turn to Katon with the good news. Wait. You won't go before I thank you, will you? Please, take this. Without you, I would never have succeeded. This is a gift for all your hard work. She smiles, offering you a small bag. I found these things on some corpse bandits. I bet the Templars would love to have them. You grasp the small bag. It feels like it's stuffed with papers and the like. Bye. By the way, I know it's a lot to ask, but could you maybe not mention me? My whole mission was sort of a secret. I'd rather not have any trouble come my way, you know? Where have you been, Nightavia? The soldiers told me you went to handle the situation with some vampire bats near the corpse's camp, and no one ever seen you since. I thought we might have lost you, Nightavia. You better explain yourself. We were sick. Anaya, normally calm and full of confidence, suddenly looks nervous and quite angry. You inform Anaya that the majority of the corpse's bandit had been scattered. As for the remaining members, you believe a squad needed to handle them. You handled the bandits? All on your own? How is that even possible? What did you do? Knowing that time is essence, you briefly explained to Anaya how you managed to manipulate the bats so that they would do all your work for you. Keeping in mind your agreement with Mia, you do not disclose her involvement. Bats, huh? Who would have thought? Good thinking, Nightavia. I'll get Alex working on capturing the rest of the bandits straight away. Oh, by the way, did you find any clues about the Shadow Knights while you were out there? You blush out in Anaya's belief that it was solely you who thought of the bat attack, and revealed that you heard of an idea from your friend. Changing the subject, you state that you didn't manage to find any clues related to the Shadow Knight, but you did find a small blade completely stuffed with what feels like paper. You hand it over to Anaya for inspect. I guess I should be grateful for the Shadow Knight isn't involved here. Certainly Alex will be glad to not have to deal with him. Anaya lets out a sigh of relief as she opens the small bag and begins reading one of the letters. Is this? Anaya's eyes widen in shock. She quickly turns to the soldiers, an expressive fury on her face. Listen up, soldiers. You are to arrest Will immediately. Bring him back to Nevaeh for questioning. We have a traitor on our hands. Understood. As Anaya barks out orders, you catch a glimpse of the letters in the bag. You see that Will's name is signed on one of them. He has been collaborating with the corpse bandits. Of course. Frickin' traitors. Of course. That's how. Nightavia, we owe you one for taking care of the corpse's bandits. Your skills are proving quickly. You tell Anaya that you wouldn't have improved so fast without help. While you were gone, Alex sent me some news. Those strangers at the Ferncell cottage are just researchers. The The most recent victim, Lucas, was one of them. We found out that some of their companions have been trapped in the Alstone forest. While I've already sent some of my soldiers there to help, I was hoping you'd be able to lend a hand there as well. You nod and ask Anaya what she needs done. Get out there and kill the woodland and hard-shell snails you find. It'll make it easier for my soldiers to lead the researchers out there out. Killing snails, killing snails. Well, don't worry, Ayako. We got some feeding for you afterwards because I'm leveling up, so that means you get to level up as well. I'm not also just saying that because I'll. Ah, the hard-shell snails. Coconut. I could put the lime in the coconut. Actually, that's a lie. We only have the coconut. I don't think we have lemons. You tell Brandon that Anaya wants you to help him. Your job is to make sure the snails are out of the way. Finally, someone's here to help. There are only so many monsters I can handle alone. Honestly, if I had my way, we had already left. Those blasted researchers are refusing, though. I've been trying to help the researchers, but that hasn't been easy. I tell you, I never expect that they refuse to leave. Brandon looks annoyed as he glances towards the researchers. Think you could convince them to leave? The longer we're out here, the more dangerous things get. Brendan's words remind you of Lucas. Did he die because of his research? What could be so important? Archie's body tenses as he watches you approach. You tell Archie that it's too dangerous to remain here. Thanks for the advice, but I can't leave. You do realize that by staying out here, you're killing people. These soldiers in Nitavia are risking their lives to protect you. Merely took the words right out of your mouth. Oh my, what kind of creature is this? I've never seen anything like this. And it can talk? What's so strange about Merle? Like, seriously. Like, she looks like she could be just like a little pixie, you know? I mean, I guess it would be like weird for like Alyssa and like Grimm, but like Surf, Anaya, Elena, and Mirly, they look like people. And you're a freaking dwarf, you know? This place is full of magical creatures. Like, look at all these Eidolons I have! I have a lot of Eidolons. Sure, a lot of them are one-starred, but shush. You can't convince the researchers to leave. bloody. Blasted bookworms. Looks like our only chance is to help them finish their work. What should I do? I was told that the unicorns are spiritual beings. That means that even if they die, their spirit lingers. Apparently, we got to collect the soul energy. Unfortunately, I can't take my eyes off of those guys. Brendan jerks the thumb over to Archie. I'm worried that if I look away, they'll disappear. What would Alex say if I lost someone? You tell Brendan that you will gather the souls for him. Good. After you kill a unicorn, check their soul energy. If it's contaminated, bring it back here. If it isn't contaminated, bring it back here. You tell Archie that you'll help if they agree to leave once they are finished. Great. With your help, our work will go pretty quick. I wasn't sure if they will be able to do this ourselves. We have no idea why the unicorns have turned violent. They are completely lost their minds. They are even attacking their young. We have to do something before they drive themselves extinct. I hate to do this, but you need to kill some of the contaminated unicorns. It's the only way to save the fowls. I have to kill unicorns. Cool. Great. Now, if you really like unicorns, look away. This ain't good. This is gonna be a pretty bad. This is gonna be a big bloodbath. Also, energy. Contaminated. Damn it! Contaminated! Give me pure. Heck yeah! Hi-ya! We don't need that unicorn spirit anymore because we have our pure energy. Because we good people. I can look into that conversation later. You hand the pure souls over to Brandon. Thank you. Hopefully this satisfies those blasted researchers. Oh my gosh, is he British? Should we talk like a British person when we talk as Brandon? Oh yeah, no, I probably shouldn't. I don't want to defend British people. Is it done? Archie regards you with a grim expression, his soldiers sagging with sorrow. You tell Archie that the contaminated unicorns have been eliminated. Even though I regret what we have done, I still like to thank you. Those fowls will be able to grow up now. I don't think we'll be able to leave the fowls alone, Marty murmurs quietly. The swamp is more dangerous than we expected. It will be difficult for the unicorn fowls to survive alone. We have to protect them ourselves. Angie hands you a large clothes bag. Are we kidnapping babies? What the hell? Are we gonna be kidnapping babies? Baby unicorns, that is. Not baby humans. That's wrong. Don't kidnap babies. Or don't kidnap anybody. That's morally wrong. Don't do that. Oh. It was more. I need you to place the unicorn files into this bag, then bring them right back, and be careful. Don't hurt them. Yep. We're kidnapping babies. baby unicorns. You know, just casually, as one does. As one does, we're kidnapping unicorn babies. I don't recommend you do this, but it needs to be done. It's for their protection! Get in the bag, unicorn baby. I swear to God, if any part of that gets clipped. Do you have the unicorn forms? I hope you were careful with them. They are still young, so young. You give the falls to Angie. His lights light up with affection as he opens the bag. Wait, those fools. They're covered in scars. Archie looks angrily at you. You quickly explain that the scars weren't your fault. I know it wasn't you. They were caused by the contaminated unicorns. Let's focus on healing the unicorn fells first. There's a plant that grows here called the fog grass. If properly treated, the sap has powerful healing effects. Untreated, it's very poisonous. You guys gotta properly treat it. We don't know. Unfortunately, the flower butterfly fairies, however, use this stuff for food. Our only choice is to take the purified sap from the fairies. Yes, because that makes logical sense. And we're already at 2. Also, heal! Okay. Heal! Get out of the way! If only I could heal those unicorn fells. This would not have been a wasted trip. Gotta hold on a little longer. You hand the medical herb juice to Archie. This should be just enough to do the job. I'll treat the unicorn files injuries immediately. Archie takes the sap, thanking you. If we could get a hold of Lucas's report, I'd be able to shed some light on the unicorn's contamination. You ask Archie if he believes that Lucas has discovered the reason for the March's mutation. He risked his life to go on the Jagged Stone Forest. On his return, he told us that he found something out of the mutations, but saying that he needed more information. He promised to report back to us when he knew more. Apparently, when his body was discovered, nothing was found on the corpse. Even his notebook has disappeared. After Lucas went missing, we tried to get into Jagged Stone Forest, but we were attacked by Stone Forest turtles. You tell Archie that you're willing to deal with the turtles to clear a path for them. Yes, because when in doubt, we fight turtles. Do, 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 do. Have you gotten rid of those turtles? You tell Archie that you took care of the stone forest turtles. All of them? Really? Thank you. I'll get an investigation team together right away. Are you serious? We have agreed to leave after you finish with the unicorns. Brandon frowns annoyed. Natavia, you got to stop them. I don't care if you've taken care of the turtles. Our mission is to get these researchers out of here. I know you care about our safety, but we need to learn whatever Lucas did so we can end this contamination. Natavia, just risk life and limb to just give us a chance to do this. Archie explodes, looking desperate. Look, if you do this, what's going to happen to those injured unicorn forest? Are you going to abandon them at the camp? But Archie looks at you with pleading eyes. Natavia, how about you and I go? We'll find out for ourselves. More spiders to deal with. Because when in doubt, speeders. Speeders are scary. So. Now where are the violet ones? Oh, here's one. Those are fairies. We don't need to defeat the fairies. Also, I'm gonna do this. Because we need to do this. And have a new skill. Whatcha? Okay, now we've completed that quest for Archie. You're back! What did you find out? You tell Archie that you encountered venomous bugs deep within the forest, the same bugs that seize the habitat of the carnivorous lizards, and that you and Merrily had eliminated a large number of them after they attacked. So, there's venomous bugs in the jagged stone forest? Strange. That's not a place you normally expect to find them. It appears that the bugs are causing the contamination. What we need to do now is find out where on earth the bugs are coming from. Oh. This will be the quickest way. Because we're trying to get to Frozen Salvado. There are still people in the Fernsall cottage, right? With a bunch of state-of-the-art equipment. In order to verify these spiders really come from, I need you to obtain some spiders' bodily fluids. Archie hands you a glass bottle. After you collected the spider's body fluid, go straight to the Fernan College and find Alsra. I'll head back with Brandon. Brandon's like, fucking finally! It can attack me. I'm just here for its blood. And now I can beat it up. Ha! And a little bit of heal. Yes, because we're finally normal people. You approached a young researcher. I heard about you from Archie. Thank you for all the help you've rendered. I've been told that the unicorn foils will be here soon. You hand over the full glass of bottle over to Oswald before describing the spiders to him. Well, based on the evidence, these seem to be the same as spiders that have been taken north in Keton. What do you think, Jalen? Oliver's glances to the middle-aged man. It certainly seems like it. We still have tests to conduct though. This man, Jalen, must be one of the church's researchers. Natavia, it's good to finally meet you. Once we're able to analyze these fluids, we'll have an answer. Natavia, I need your assistance while we run the tests. Jalen looks towards the front of the college. There's a lot of important work going on here, and it's pretty hard work, but it's also very important work. So we should do whatever we can to help. You nod in agreement. When our soldiers were helping the researchers out in the forest, the cries of the unicorn foils attracted the group of contaminated unicorns. I don't want to rely on just the soldiers though. If even a single thing is damaged, it will set our research back weeks. Take prudent action. Clear the unicorns before they are out to attack. Before we attack the unicorns, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that. I'm back. I also grabbed the sweatshirt because I was cold. So, yeah. It feels weird being cold in my own. Also, I might have to cut stream short again. Because, I am getting a headache. So I took some Tylenol during that break. That's why it was a little longer than I expected it to be. So I'll make a call after we finish the dungeon of this area. I don't want to put myself at, like, you know, I don't want to, like, put myself through misery, you know. I hope you guys understand. You tell Jaden that you defeated the unicorns that were threatening the Ferns cottage. I guess you really are powerful, as the rumors say. While you were busy, we managed to finish our testing. They confirmed that these spiders are similar to the spiders in the northern parts of the marsh. They are definitely of the same species. The results were the same as what the scholars speculated. You asked Jaden if there's is there a way to find out where the spiders originated. These spiders are blind, meaning that they live in total darkness. Based on the protein in their bodies, they largely subsist in the aquatic fare. After this discussion, we have reached a conclusion. These traits indicate that they lived in Candio Core, the northwest part of Candio Marsh. They aren't anything past but records of having them leave Candio Core. Something must have changed that drove them out. Well, Candio Core is southwest of the Sapra Abyss. Could that be a connection somehow? Oswald has told me that they have been searching for Lucas. Their investigations were hindered by turtles outside the Sapra area. I don't know those creatures will be able to stop you, though. Jalen hands you a device. You ask Jalen what you're getting at and what's the machine for. If you could install the scanner at the entrance of the Sapra Abyss, we could use it to obtain data about the recent changes to the environment. Unfortunately, to keep the machine safe, you'll need to chase away the turtles away. Wait. Huh? Did I click on... Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, shoot. Sorry for hitting the mic there. I'm a little out of it here. Must have accidentally hit a different... All right. Let's go. I am folding the cards, so yes, you're welcome to see that, hear that. Oh, can't focus on the cards. Must go beat up turtles. Beating up turtles, beating up turtles. One more turtle. Oh, wait, that was the last turtle we needed to beat up. Killing one more turtle is fine. You take the turtles away, then get the reports from the machine. You pass along the data to Jaden. And so you managed to get the data. Let me see. Jaden looks at the figures over intensely. If the data is right, Sapra activity near the Sapra abyss has increased. The Sapras used to stay confined to the Candio core, but now they are coming out in mass. Without question, something's changing in that marsh. Looks like we need to investigate the Candio core directly. According to reports regarding the desolate months, Shadow Knight has the ability to manipulate the environment. I fear that that's what may be happening here. Report all of this to Naya, then talk to the chief's village. He should be able to tell you about the Candio core. We're going to need that information to conduct an investigation. Back already? So what happened? You tell Anaya about everything that has happened, including your suspicion that the Shadow might be after altering the Candio core. Well then, we just have to investigate the Candio core. I'll get my men together so we can get started. While we're getting ready, can you ask Jeffy if there's anything he knows? You asked Jeffrey about Candio core and in the Candio Marsh. He seems surprised by your question. Why would you ever want to know about the Candio core? Well, I certainly will tell you whatever I know. The Candio core is the marsh's primary water source. You've seen the dam north to here, right? Candio core is the reason for it. We knew that separates lived in the Candio core. Seems like they always stayed inside it. That info was useful, but it didn't reveal anything new. Still, you should pass it along to Anaya. According to Jeffrey, the Sapra can't speak. As such, we're gonna have to get information more directly. First, we need to find out how long the Sapra have been roaming outside the cave. Sapras are covered in water reed, right? Maybe that we can use that. Head to the Sapras abyss, seduce some Sapras, and get me some water weed. I'm sure we'll be able to learn something from it. Who needs bridges? Give me your residue! Give me your residue. Thank you for your residue. Weak human. Get lost. You hear shouting as you approach. Did that Sapra just yell at you? You thought they couldn't speak. Maybe communication with them is possible. Get lost. This is Sapra's home. Humans don't belong. Won't even dare to invade Candio Core. Your heart skips a beat. Could that have been Lucas? You ask what happened to him. I killed him. Candio Core is our territory. Humans stay away from it and suffer all the same fate. You think you can beat my map, sir? You stupid fish. Merely, like always, stops protectively in front of you. You hold Merely back, believing that it's a temporary retreat is better at this point, and Naya needs to know about this. Sorry, I needed to heal. Fuck bridges! We don't need bridges where we're going! We got water. What up, Nightavia? Any trouble getting the water weed? You tell Anaya about what happened, including the fact that the Sapra can speak, are quite hostile, and their reason for Lucas's death. Anaya frowns, lapsing into silence. This is trouble, Nightavia. This reminds me of what happened in Desolate Mind. Even though you already have similar ideas, you ask Anaya what she thinks. I think the Shadow Knight is using to keep Gaia here too. Of course, the only one who knows that for sure was killed. We need to find whatever secret Lucas did first. First, though, we have to take care of the Sapra. I'll tell Lucas's widow that that's what happened. You find Alex and let him know what happened. And Octavia, don't let Alex leave the village. He is to stay put until I get there. Got it? You nod. The Shadow Knight and the Sapra. This is going to be a mess. You tell Alex about Lucas's death, including the involvement of the Sapra and the Shadow Knight. Alex's expression changed dramatically at the mention of the Shadow Knight. He doesn't let you finish. We need to get there and figure out what's going on. The Sapra can speak, eh? Maybe they can tell us about the Shadow Knight. You're surprised by Alex's sudden philosophy. You have to rein in him, as Anaya asks you to keep him from taking careless action. So what? I'm supposed to wait here and do nothing? I guess Anaya's in charge. Alex smiles bitterly. He's definitely unhappy. Fine, I'll stay here. You? Though, I'll trust you to deal with the Sapra, Nightavia. I'll send you some soldiers. You take them, the Sapras and Bess, and take care of the problem. What if Alex doesn't conflict? What Alex asks doesn't conflict with Anaya's orders. You agree to this request. I can do it myself, bitch. Me, who wouldn't trust me? Like, look at me. I look adorable. And I got food in my mouth. Who wouldn't trust someone with food in their mouth? When you arrive at the designated location, soldiers begin to gather. Is everyone ready? Let's show these Sapras who's boss. Oh! Or should we go, oi! Hold on! Movement up front. Sapra leader and its crew walk over from the distance. So, you're the commander of these Sapras. I thought you'd be already hiding. Again, brave fools. Invade our territory? You human beings never learn. Do you want to end up like the last humans who invaded? Shut up! We Templars want you to pay for Lucas's death. For long we have been oppressed by the humans and only can give them grant us a new but the humans' mysterious cube appears. Now stronger than before, we no longer are afraid of you. Enough! Let me show you the power of the Templars. Everyone ready to attack? It's a trap. Also, by the way, that goes there now. Out of water. Cool. Back already? Have you destroyed the Sapra? You tell Alex that the Sapras attacked your group and some sort of toxic mix. The soldiers are receiving emergency treatment. The Sapra actually know how to set traps? I thought they were too stupid to do that. Well, what's going on here? Alex seems distressed. Alex, this happens because you were too impulsive. I told you to wait. Anaya reprehends Alex. You need to calm down. When a commander gets too emotional, their soldiers are going to get killed. I regret that my impatience endangered you and the soldiers under my command. I just need to find the Shadow Knight as soon as possible. Alex's expression turns to a strange as he mentions the Shadow Knight, but it quickly passes. The Shadow Knight seems to heavily affect his judgment. I have another job for you. I would like you to deal with the eggs in the Sapphire bit. The spider eggs in the Sapphire eggs. I don't want any more nasty surprises. I won't allow any other soldiers to be hurt because I lost my cool. Who needs bridges? I got this real quick. Boom! Nailed it. I don't need bridges. I can swim. And I can run in water. Ba-da-ba. It's amazing. I don't need bridges. Who needs bridges when you can swim and run in water? You tell Alex that the eggs are taken care of. Thank you, and don't worry about me. I got my head back on straight. I'll be far more careful this time around. Nightavia, Alex is... Okay, never mind. According to the results we're getting from our tests, there have been significant changes to the spiders and the Sapras. Only the Cubigae can do things like this. The Shadow Knight must be behind this. We have to stop them from spreading any further. You want to ask Anaya why Alex has become so agitated upon hearing the Shadow Knight. It doesn't seem to be the right time. We're gonna have to just be more careful this time. While we're getting our soldiers prepped, I have a special job for you. Eliminate the spiders outside the set. Okay. Guess this is really all I'm good for. Get your butt out here, Aiko. Also heal. Nailed it. You tell Anaya that you wiped out the spiders. Good. Now I can lead my troops to Sapra Abyss safely. Before we enter Candio Core, we need to know everything we can about it. We don't want any other accidents. Jeffrey told me that he had an old map of Candio Core. Could you fetch it for me while I finish prepping the troops? You tell Jeff that you came to get the map, and he told Anaya, oh, of course. It isn't much, but I'm happy to help all I can. We owe the church a lot. I can't believe I was almost fooled into believing a vampire was responsible for what's happening in the march. I guess I haven't gotten much wiser over the years. You carefully remind Jeffrey that you're in a hurry. Right, sorry. Yes, the map. Here it is. It's a little old, but the details are both in the cave or in the damn system. It's honestly an ingenious system. And one we're obviously still getting a little lazy on checking in on. I guess it all worked a little too well, eh? Go ahead and take this back to Anaya. My memory's a little rusty, but I say the western entrance is your best bet. Jeffrey puts the old map in your hand. You tell Anaya what Jeffrey told you, passing the map to her. Anaya opens the map and examines it closely, occasionally nodding to herself. The main entrance is in the north, but it seems to be the entrance the Sapra use as well. Look at the pool right in front of us. We certainly don't want to encounter the Sapra from there. Jeffrey is right. We want to use this western entrance, but we need to get rid of the Sapra around the Sapra Abyss first. Looks like we'll still need your help. Oh, and talk to Penny if he gets a chance. She needs a hand. We're going to deal with the Sapra leader sooner or later. In my opinion, sooner will be better than later. The problem is that my scouts have reported that she holds up herself in the Candio Core. Who knows what sort of trap they planned for us? So, I've been thinking, why go after the leader directly, and why not start by slaughtering some of their minions? You're not really sure how that's gonna help, but wouldn't your energy be better used for penetrating the Sapra leader's defenses? Well, Nitavia, Semblance is a two-sided sword. The Sapra leader is smart enough to establish ambushes and hides herself. Let's see how she reacts to us exacting a little vengeance on her troops. I bet she'll come out on her own. That makes sense. Don't put your energy into cracking her defenses. Put your energy into making her lead them. You tell Penny that Anaya had asked you to lend a hand. Oh, good. I was hoping she'd ask you to. So remember those spiders you brought me? Based on the evidence, the logical conclusion that they are from the Candia core. You nod. You remember the evidence pointing them to the originating Dark Cave. The Candia core was really the only place that made sense. We managed to find an ecological survey from 5 or so years ago, and the detailed creatures living in around the Candia core. The bugs are certainly seems familiar. Give or take a few hundred to 1,000 years worth of evolution. You ask Penny what she means. Something is causing the creatures around here to evolve faster and faster than they should be. It pretty much explains, well, everything that's going on. I need to do what I can to confirm this. I was hoping you would be able to bring me some sapra scales. If I could examine them, I'd be able to see the scales of the physical change they are undergoing. Fuck your bridges. Fuck your ground. Water. That's all we need. I can swim, I can run. Can't use my mount, but I can swim. One sapra scale. And hopefully this is going to be 2 sapra scales. Nope, only 1 sapra scale. 2 sapra scales. Now, this will be our 3rd sapra scale. Yeah! Now we just need to go to the abyssal roll. I can speak. Let's go talk to Penny first. This attic isn't going away, so I think I'm gonna call it after Candia Core. You hand the scales to Penny. Penny begins testing the scales immediately, measuring it, applying chemicals to it, and looking at it with the magnifying glasses, even smelling it. She works with amazing swiftness, cross-comparing with the other notes she has on her table. Like I said, the changes of the spiders and the sapras are quite similar. They are clearly evolving and an incredibly iteration. Worse, these changes are making them more aggressive and causing them to expand their territory. You think you already know the answer, but you ask Penny what she thinks could be causing this. By controlling the Cubicaya. Both you and Penny were silent for a moment. Go tell Naya about this. She's eager to hear my conclusion. You tell Anaya that her plan worked like a charm. The Cypher leader was furious. Good. Now let's see how she deals with her temper. I think it's a perfect time for her to finish her off. You tell Anaya that about the Cypress leader more or less, and told you that she has gained the power from the spring water. Nice to have some confirmation on that. It'd be certainly explain what's going on here. Have you talked to Penny yet? I don't want to take the Cypress words at face value. If you could help her gather some evidence, I'm sure we could be sure of what's happening. I did talk to Penny. You tell Anaya about everything you learned while working with Penny. I really wish we could get some good news for a change. Well, if those are a fact, those are the facts. we got to do what we can to contain the contamination spring water. Unfortunately, we got bigger problems to deal with first. The leader of the Sapra. We won't be able to deal with the water without dealing with her first. Go and defeat the leader of the Sapra for us. With her gone, we'll only have the water to worry about. Seriously, my head really hurts and I need to go just rest after this, but I want to finish Candio Core. We go, little humans. Thanks for your help. Without you, this would have been impossible. This wouldn't have been possible. You hand Lucas's notebook to Anaya. Did you get this from the leader of the Cypress? Let me see it. Anaya opens the notebook and starts reading. It says here that a spring in the Candio cars, according to Lucas, is indeed the source of the contamination. The spiders were first infected by it, then they spread to the rest of the marsh. He tied it all together and sourced it himself. The contamination, the changes, the intelligence, and the increased aggressiveness. How did he manage to do all this by himself? Ashamed he was killed. Anaya closes the notebook and passes it back to you. This was Lucas's. It should go back to his family. Please take it to them. Tell Lucas's wife how brave he was, and promise her his death won't be in vain. You give Lucas's notebook to Leonda. Her eyes start to tear. Lucas, oh Lucas. Leonda claps the notebook to her chest, trying to stem the tide of her tears. You tell her that Lucas is dying, trying to prevent a disaster. Thank you for bringing me this. I'm glad that he died doing the right thing. Octavia, please finish Lucas's work. I know you can do it. You promise her that you won't fail. Octavia, according to Lucas's notes, the Sapras you killed is not their true leader. The real leader is still in Candio Court, guarding the spring water with their elite warriors. Lucas's note also says that the water must be contaminated within the cave. It's completely isolated from all the water. You're not alone with Anaya's statements. My troops and I will deal with most of the Sapras. We want you and Alex to deal with the water. Lucas mentions a floodgate in his notes. You can see it here in the map too. You'll need to find... You two need to find that and close it for good, so that the Candio Core. So get to Candio Court and join Alex there. But before we do that, I gotta pee again. So I'm not gonna put up the BRB screen because it shouldn't be as long this time. So. That's really bad for you to say. You're the moderator. Well, a moderator. I have two. So. You shouldn't riot when you're the mod, you know? Anyways. Kukandio core! And apparently no hard mode or hell mode, but that's okay because we just need solo. It's been a while since I've been in this dungeon. Everything's a higher level than me. Which isn't a bad thing, because, you know, we got them heals to go for. Oh, and add-on energy crystals. Cool, cool. Oh, gotta heal. Hi. Level 49. Cool, cool. You're welcome, Maiko. Don't worry. You'll get a good feeding afterwards because we have like 4 levels to give you. And we probably have that all right with you. I'll do this arena rules quest after. Oh no! Heiko! Ooh! Tusks. Hey, get out of the way. I want... Can't quite... I don't even know why I'm caring so much about the... You ask Alex about the current situation. The blasted, stupid, cursed file gates have been destroyed. We can't contain the water using it anymore. Still, I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't be me if I didn't have a plan B. Alex grinned. I already decided on a new plan. I found a new vulnerable place to set up some dynamite. Since when do you carry dynamite with you? Merely takes the word right out of your mouth. But still, this isn't the time to look at a gift horse in the mouth. I just like to be prepared. There's a few problems that I found that can't be solved with an explosion. There's a few problems that I found that can't be solved with an explosion. I guess we'll have to test that theory now, eh? You ask Alex what's the next step was. Is it going to take more an explosion to fix the problem? Detonating the dynamite is going to be pretty tricky. I was about to do it, but then the Sapper Queen interrupted me. I had to escape before I got dragged into a fight I couldn't win. Alex shrugged. You're surprised that the Sapper Queen herself intervened. They must understood the importance of the water. We still have to face the Sapper Queen, but if we both fight her, Alex seemed frustrated. Natavia, if you can keep the Sapper Queen busy, I can handle the dynamite. So you're leaving it all to me? I know what it is. Someone believes I'm stronger. Oh, valuable chest. Oh. Can't use the bow. Nailed it. Oh! Treasure chest! Nailed it. Also, this. Doesn't matter which one we grab. Of course it was the Shadow Knight. Alex seemed to be talking to himself. You pat his shoulder, asking if you could do anything for him. He does not respond immediately. At least we blocked the water. I have to admit, it went a little bit differently than I planned. I never thought you'd defeat the Sapper Queen. Alex changes the subject, offering you a tight smile. With the water blocked and the Sapper Queen defeated, you suggest that you and Alex head back to meet with Anaya. Think you could go without me, Nightavia? I'll make it back in my own time. You ask Alice why he doesn't want to go back with you. I'd look silly going back with this unhappy mug, wouldn't I? I can't drink my own soldiers' morals down. Don't worry, I just need some time to myself. Seriously, don't worry, Nightavia. I won't do anything to worry you or Anaya, but at least one of us doesn't go back, she's going to freak out, especially after those explosions. You're the one who brought the dynamite! You nod and promise you'll report to Anaya right away. It's quicker before we decide fuck bridges, you know? Wait, we're not fucking bridges this time? Saying fuck to... Oh, we're saying fuck to the bridges now. As you return to Canton, you can tell Anaya is worried. You let her know that you completed the mission successfully. What was that explosion? I'm sure Alex has something to do with it. Where is he? You tell Anaya that you had to improvise a way to block the spring, and that Alex needs some time to himself. You mentioned that you also defeated the Sapper Queen. Just two of you did that? Anaya looks surprised. I did it myself, thank you very much. Alex was busy setting up dynamite. You tell her about the meeting with the Shadow Knight, as well as the changes to Alex's mood. I understand. He deserves a break. Anaya leaves it at that. You and Alex did a great job. Apparently the march is the cause of all the trouble, and the Shadow Knight used the Keep of Gaia there. We now know that the Keep of Gaia can speed up the evolution. Words. I think I transferred that command over. Fuck yeah, I did! So, the evolutions of the creatures there. I'll have to ask you to report to the Grand Bishop about this. I'll stay here for some follow-up work. You ask about Alex's response, as though you're not still completely revealed. As you may have realized, then Alex and the Shadow Knight are actually old friends. The Shadow Knight used to be the one Alex respected the most. I can understand why he reacted that way. I'm sorry that I can't divulge any more info about it. I'm sure he'll be alright, though. He just needs some time. Please go report to the Grand Bishop about the Shadow Knight. After meeting with the Grand Bishop, you'll find... Well, we can't do that achievement yet, but... You know, that's what Trado Highlands is for. But here's the thing. My headache this headache won't go away. I need to just end stream and go rest for a bit as this clears up, because that's how things are gonna have to be. But we're gonna at least talk to Gerald about our the PvP arena, which, by the way, I only do Divine Trials. Which, by the way, Divine Trials is in like 15 minutes, if anyone cares. Will I be doing it? No. Nactavia, you made it. I have been waiting to meet you for quite a while. A child? This kid must be really something for being such a young major in the Nevaean army. I really should have arranged this meeting sooner, but you always seem so tied up. Our assessment says that you're expertly qualified to partake in the arena activity against the other fine individuals. It'd be an excellent opportunity for you to hone your skills. Have you noticed the markers emblazing with the dual blades and shield? Well, that's the entrance to the arena. You can also find information about the place nearby. When arenas are available, you'll join the battles through the arena menu. You nod, realizing that if you were to participate in the arena competition, your skills in battles would definitely improve. No, they won't, because I suck at arena! Except for Divine Trials, because I won one! A little known fact about the quartermasters, like me, sell special equipment especially made for arena battles. These items will definitely give you an edge when competing with others. And most of the equipment we sell is obtained by trading war coins. You earn those when you win the arena competitions. Don't fret, beginner sets are available to purchase with tokens. Certainly, you already have some of those stashed up. Yes. Okay, cool. So, boom. Boom. And like I said, that's where we're going. I'm going to kind of end it. We're going to do our normal stream shenanigans at the end of the stream. So, before we get into all the other announcement stuff, Alexa, tell us an interesting fact.
In the early 1980s, unknown director James Cameron had to sell the film rights to the movie, The Terminator, for $1 in order to get it produced. He must have known he'd be back.
Well, there's our interesting fact about the Terminator movie. So, I want to remind everyone again and about the certain riot that was supposed to happen when I was gone. Careful, I have a gun. So, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central for more Phoenix Wright and a little introduction to somebody. A little certain somebody who's been kind of Stream Elements told me everything you don't need to know. I have connections. I know about the raid riot. You're a guard officer. You should know better than to riot. So, like I said, someone's introduction after Phoenix Wright tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. We will be doing Gmod this Saturday. Don't expect anything on Sunday, because, well, it might be a little bit until we do something on Sundays again. And I might come back. I might do something Friday night to, to maybe Trado Highlands. Maybe something with the mods. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably let you guys know in the Discord. But for now, I think it's time to find someone in whom's to raid. I like saying it that way. In whom's to raid. Oh, I went. Oh, you know, let's go raid Wah. He raided us on Saturday, so let's raid him. So that's all I got for you guys today. I definitely want to make sure I get a raid message so that I don't have anyone else causing. I don't have issues. I don't have people causing issues in other people's chats. Looking at you, random. But until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later, and someone else will too.